Hi, Benjamin.
Hi, how
So,
are you?
well, congratulations for being here tonight, first of
Thank you
all.
so much.
I wanted to ask you about the score, yeah, for Blade Runner, and because you came in at a later point than usual, because there was a change. How was working with shorter time on such a huge project?
We had about 3 months, which is a good amount of time. Um, it didn't feel much different from any other project actually. In some ways, we were just very aware of our. The task at hand was very unusual. When you have a score as iconic as the original, how do we reinvent? How do we tell this new story? But embracing a sound which is so iconic. So that was the biggest challenge, I think, to start with.
Do you work first on Blade Runner or Dunkirk?
Dunkirk came first. I was collaborating with Hans basically at the end of 2016 and early 2017 on that. Yeah.
There's a lot of Vangelis-like sound in the Dunkirk compositions that come from you.
No, you'd have to talk to Hans about Dunkirk, but my contribution was very small. It was all of the Elgar reinventions, like towards the end of the film.
Yes, and it's actually in those two last tracks that there are sounds closer to those of Vangelis and Blade Runner.
I don't know. It was that was a very different challenge. The Nimrod has such meaning for, especially for British people. It's often played at state events or sometimes funerals, but the opportunity to actually slow that music right down and examine every harmony and really experience each chord for its full emotional impact in the context of a score which prior to that is all about not enabling you to exhale. It's a constant sense of acceleration and upping of tension. It's a real study of tension. So that moment just to breathe and have that single G and then an E flat major chord is so different from everything we've heard before. It's a sense of release and relief, and that was all about just making time stand still, I guess.
Yeah. And well, Hans Zimmer is a legend, obviously. How is working together with him? Does he leave you, I don't know, enough room for experimenting and all that?
Well, Hans is all about experimentation, and he's someone who, personally, he's a very dear friend, and I see him as my mentor and someone who's enabled me to discover so many things I never thought that were inside me as a musician. And collaborating with him is just very inspirational, and it's all about listening. We're often sometimes at each other's throats just in terms of trying to discover an idea. He'll and I think in the case of Blade Runner there's a real sense of that process between the two of us where you can hear us influencing each other a lot in the score, and for me I find incredibly exciting. I guess it's like in a band what songwriters would do when they're writing together. You kind of really make sure the best of each person is coming out at all times.
But how does the conversation actually start between the two of you?
It always starts at the keyboard. I mean, you can talk about music forever, and Hans isn't particularly good at that. But there's nothing like just sitting down at the keyboard, at the piano. He has a piano in his room. I often sit there. He has a synth, and we just sort of play off each other and find a common base. And they'll be like, "That, press record. That's and let's see what we do with this, and then we'll go away." But it's sound. It's music. Words only get you so far.
And the last thing, it's a bit sad to mention, but obviously Johann Johansson worked on Blade Runner before you. And did you ever have the opportunity to listen to what I did?
I was really sad to have never actually formally met Johann. I mean, he's just one of the great artists of our time, and it's just the most unbelievable tragedy to have lost him at such a young age. He had so much more music inside him. I get really emotional talking about it. It's a huge loss to our community and to music. So we're just sending all our love and thoughts to his family and his friends. Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you for talking with
Pleasure.
us, and
Yeah,
good luck
nice to
for
meet you.
tonight.
Thank
Bye.
you.